From the Big Heavy World Studios in Burlington, Vermont, this is The Anything Show with John Francois. I hope you know what you're in for.
All right, let's do it. It's Saturday, March 6th as we record this. John Francois here at the Big Heavy World Studios in Burlington, Vermont. Joining me, she returns from her mom's birthday Chinese food-themed weekend. It's Main Squeeze Mary. Hey, Mary.
Hello, it's good to be back.
Yes, it is good to be back. We have a great show coming up for you later on. I think in about 50 minutes, I'll be speaking with London reporter Omid Scobie about a new book he co-authored on the life of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. I don't know if you know, Mary, but Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, they're no longer a part of the royal family.
I know. How rebellious.
I know. So we're going to talk to them about that, or not talk to them. Oh my God, wouldn't that be great if I talked to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle?
That would be great.
But no, I'm talking to Omid Scobie about his book that he co-authored called Finding Freedom, about some unknown gossipy details that we, I guess, did not know about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. I know, coming up in our celebrity gossip segment, Mary, I'll tell you the celebrity who thinks ranch dressing belongs on spaghetti.
I mean, there's a lot of people that like it on pizza, and pizza's basically just spaghetti in bread form. I guess.
Also, for our Let's Get Viral segments, we'll learn how to remove a hickey. Oh my God. I know. This is good. This could be useful for you, Mary, while you're out there in the dating field. It could be useful for me while I'm trying so hard not to give my girlfriend a hickey.
No, I just got long hair, so it's all good.
All right. For our Ask Anything segment, we're going to ask you, the listener, to name a candy that should never exist. Oh, for our headlines, coming up in just a second, we're going to talk about Chipotle makeup. Yes, Mary, Chipotle Mexican Grill style makeup. Yeah, your face could look...
Is the makeup made out of Chipotle food?
It sounds like it. I don't know. It's a whole crazy thing. But anyway, listen to The Anything Show with Jean Francois on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get podcasts. Like and follow us on Facebook.com/The Anything Show and on Instagram @Anything Show Francois. That is Anything Show FRANCOIS. I am giving away Anything Show with John Francois shot glasses and keychains, so DM me on Facebook and Instagram if you are interested. Mary, shall we get to our headlines?
Yes, please.
Woohoo! All right, here we go. Okay, before we get to that whole Chipotle makeup business, that'll be later on in our headline segment. Mary, I want to go to Texas, but I don't want to go to Texas right now. So you probably heard that Texas has decided to lift all COVID restrictions 100% as of this coming week. No,
I know, I heard.
No wearing a mask, no social distancing, all businesses open. I mean, Texas is just going to go crazy next week. So let me ask you this. Are you going to go to Texas? Do you wish you were in Texas right now?
I mean, to go to the nightclub and bar? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to Texas anyways, but...
It's a split decision for me because like you, Mary, I've been aching to have a life party, have fun, drink, lick people for the past year.
I know, I miss licking people.
Yeah, because everybody tastes like chicken and burritos, and I just want to have that taste in my tongue again. Oh, God. But at the same time, I don't want to get COVID. So it's really just a conflicting thing. I don't know if I want to go to Texas, but I want to go to Texas.
I know. Rough. I mean, there's risks to everything.
There is.
Risks to having fun and getting your life back, I guess.
Yeah. Now, speaking of fun, Mary, obviously when you go in the dating field, the online dating field, it can be fun. According to a study by OkCupid, they say that if you want to have success on dating apps right now, it's all about having the COVID vaccine. Now, Mary, I know you said you're hesitant about the COVID vaccine. Yeah. They say the number of people using the word vaccine in their profile is up 137% since November. So if you want to get that peen, Mary, you got to put that vaccine scene on your profile file.
Gotta get that vaccine seed.
Yeah. Now, sure. I mean, there are some, common cold symptoms that I've heard you could get. My sister actually got the vaccine, the 2-dose vaccine, and she said, she had a little bit of a case of a fever, some exhaustion, some chills. But, if you want to get that peen, it might be worth it.
I'm not that desperate.
All right. Well, you know what? I guess the penis will just be by himself, all lonely and depressed, because Main Squeeze Mary doesn't want to come after it. Oh, God. Hey, speaking of all things penis, this woman named Alex Kaboth from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, she just tweeted a screenshot of the text a guy sent her when she ended things after 3 dates. Mary, this text says, quote, "It's only fair to ask for equal payment from you for the dates we went on. I paid for both of us each time," end quote. So the guy went into detail. He said, he said $35 is more than your fair share for food and drinks. I don't know. I mean, to me, Mary, it seems like this guy was butthurt that he got rejected and decided, you know what? I want this girl to pay me. What do you think? Do you think that it's fair to have this girl pay for the dates?
That has to be one of the most petty things I've ever heard.
Yeah.
To be rejected after it's only 3 dates, to be rejected and then take it that badly that you want money? What?
Yeah.
You can't just be a decent human being and just be like, oh, well, it's okay. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Things happen. Not everyone works out, and just leave it at that. But no, you're like, all right, well then pay me back for the meals I bought you.
Exactly.
That is super petty.
Exactly. It just shows that he is a child and cannot accept the fact that, as you said, in the dating world, you win some, you lose some. So, I'm going to bet that this guy was just like, oh, no, let me take care of your drinks. Let me take care of the food when things were going good. But now that things are going bad, it's like, oh, okay, here's your invoice, lady. See ya.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I've been keeping tabs on what you've been buying.
Yeah. Hey,
imagine if they were together for 3 years.
Oh, God.
Just be like, you owe me $35,000.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Then I would have to blame it on the girl for being with a guy that long and not noticing his pettiness until after 3 years.
Yeah, that would be a red flag.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Well, you know what? There is a stage that we get to if dating does go well. It's the relationship stage, and that I know.
What a foreign topic.
I know. So that brings us to our next headline. A new survey found that quarantining has made us all way more comfortable using the bathroom in front of our significant other. Now, picture this, Mary. If you did live with a significant other, would you be comfortable using the bathroom in front of him with the door open?
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm not... I've never done that, so I don't know.
Well, picture yourself when you're at your house with your family. I mean, do you normally just have the door open and your brother comes in and gets his toothbrush? Okay, so so I would imagine that you'd probably be uptight and you're like, no, honey, I got to take a major Duke, door closed. Let's separate ourselves. Yeah.
I mean, that just seems like everyone in the family just shuts the door. I didn't know that there was people in families that just left their door open and it's like, I know I'm taking this massive dump, but you can brush your teeth right next to me.
Yeah, no. I'm sure there are because I remember my former boss from Iowa. She mentioned that oh yeah, my daughters, my husband, they come in and out when I'm taking a big dookie wookie, and I'm just like, what is going on? I don't want to be a part of that house, My God, because if I smell dookie coming from you while you're taking a dookie, then anytime
shut the door, please.
Yeah, but more importantly, I think anytime I interact with you in a normal situation, all I'm going to be thinking about is dookie. You're going to be like the poster boy or poster child of dookie. So I don't want that crap. So my thing is, I don't think I'll ever get to a point where I'm comfortable using the bathroom in front of my significant other. I think I told you, Mary, that anytime I take a number two. And say if, my girlfriend Tony is at the house, she's staying over my house for the night and she's in the room. Well, the room is right next to the bathroom. So you could hear what's going on in the bathroom through the bedroom. I literally turn the faucet water on really loud because I just don't want her to hear the fact that I'm human and that there's nasty, solid stuff coming out of my butt,
Oh my gosh.
God, and you know what? Speaking of which, Mary, oh my God, there's actually a home design trend that's coming out right now. This is kind of our next headline. There's actually some homes, they're trying out the concept of open concept bathrooms. So there's actually going to be some homes where there's going to be a bathroom without a door, toilet, shower, out in the open, no option for privacy, all that stuff,
Why though?
Because I guess we are all family and we all just need to share in each other's bathroom disgusting fluids.
I'm all for being host to your family, but y'all don't need to be that close.
Yeah. And you know what? Speaking of things in the bathroom as well, this next headline here, I don't know if you know, Mary, but according to a survey, most men use hand soap or body wash on their face. And women, of course, because women are the smarter breed, they're 3 times more. They're 3 times more likely to wash their face with a soap that's actually designed for face washing. So yes, Mary, you heard correctly. Men actually apply hand soap to their face, and I guess they're okay with their face turning into a pizza. Because I would imagine that an acne breakout would happen if you're putting hand soap on your face.
I mean, if I haven't had face soap, then I'd use a bar of soap to clean, not like the hand wash, like the stuff in the bottle that you squirt out, not that stuff, but like a bar of soap or something. If I don't have any alternatives, then I'll use that for my face. But
oh boy. Okay. If the product says it's okay for your face, then use it for your face. That's what we need to know. I mean, it's common sense. I mean, would you use foot cream for your face? No, because it's advertised as foot cream. Common sense, people. Hey, speaking of things that are not common sense, Chipotle. Now this is where we're going to get interesting, Mary. I know Chipotle, the wonderful Mexican grill restaurant, they just teamed up with Elf Cosmetics to create a line of makeup that will help you look just like a delicious burrito. I mean, hasn't that been your life dream, Mary, to look like a burrito?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is going to actually include eyeshadow with 12 Chipotle ingredient shades and lip gloss that's the color of the hot salsa. And I believe the items I think they've already gone on sale or they're going to go on sale this Wednesday. Either way, you can find more information at chipotlegoods.com. I don't know, Mary. I don't know if I want you to wear Chipotle makeup and then it's just like, oh, wow, I just want to eat your face right now. Can I eat your face because it looks like a burrito? Like, is that the aim that they're trying to create with this brand?
Maybe.
I don't know. Hey, do you like the idea of Fruit Loops on your pizza?
Nope.
Oh, well, then don't go to Fong's Pizza in Des Moines, Iowa, because that's what they're going viral for right now. Yeah. Fong's Pizza.
Gross.
Yeah. Crust, cheese, and Fruit Loops. I mean, really? Do you want that like sauce, bread, pasta mixture with fruity, sugary cereal? I'm going to pass.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. My friend Alyssa did remind me that we went to Fong's Pizza with her and some other friends when I used to live in Iowa, Mary. I don't remember because apparently I was too drunk and tired. But who knows?
Of course you were.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe I tried a little bit of that Fruit Loops pizza back then and I just didn't even know it.
Maybe.
Yeah, those damn Fong's Pizza employees gave me some Fruit Loops pizza without my consent and I was just naked and willing to take it.
It sounds like you're saying Thong's Pizza.
Oh,
Thong's Pizza.
All right, let me just clarify. No, there's not a pizza that's based on an underwear. It's Fong. Fong''. S. F as in Frank. Fong. Like I want to fong you right now with my pizza. That's what I mean when I say Fong pizza. It doesn't, which is why this is the Anything Show, Mary. This is what it's all about. Hey, do you like Reese's?
Reese's, yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I've heard that the correct pronunciation is Reese's, but you and I say Reese's.
I don't care. I call them Reese's Pieces.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, Pieces. That's where it goes too far for me. But Reese's.
Reese's Pieces.
Okay. Fine. I mean, if you want to sound like you're 4, then sure, let's do that. But yeah, no. Reese's actually announced a new type of peanut butter cup that are all peanut butter and no chocolate.
I heard about that actually. I was out and I heard that on the radio and I'm like, why not just peanut butter? Why turn it into cups?
Exactly. I mean, the attraction of Reese's is the chocolate peanut butter combination. If you're just going to have peanut butter on it, then it's like, all right, well, I'll probably buy a jar of peanut butter for much cheaper and
right?
And I'll just scoop that up with a spoon and that's it. That's my night.
Like they should, if they're really like going to do that, they should just make their own peanut butter brand, like just regular peanut butter.
Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure there's actually a jar of Reese's peanut butter somewhere. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen that at the grocery store somewhere. Yeah.
Well, then what more could they want?
They want more money, these Reese's people, and we're not going to give it to them because we like our chocolate and peanut butter just the way it is.
Exactly.
And we like our Dr. Seuss just the way it is, but apparently...
Yes.
But apparently the cancel culture people disagree with that. Well, Mary, you probably have heard Dr. Seuss Enterprises. They've decided to stop selling 6 of his books because they contain outdated and hurtful depictions of Asians and Africans. Now, okay, so I have to admit, I did look at a fraction of one of the books with my friend Angela last night. There was a fraction of it where there was a Chinese person in a stereotypical sort of like Oriental karate kind of outfits, with his China sticks, looking for Chinese food. Yeah, okay. When it's that, then it's like, okay, that maybe we could do it without that. But yeah, no, it's Dr. Seuss is so 6 Dr. Seuss books have been canceled because of racist imagery. I'm going to name these books. I'm going to name these books, Mary, and you let me know if you've ever heard of them. So the first one from 1937, And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street. Have you heard that one?
Yes.
Oh, you have. McElliot's Pool from 1947.
I don't think so.
If I Ran the Zoo from 1950.
Yep.
Scrambled Egg Super, 1953.
I don't think so.
On a Beyond Zebra from 1955.
No.
And finally, The Cat's Quizzer from 1976.
No.
Okay, so you're clearly very well read because I've not heard of any of these books until now. And I don't know. I mean, my immediate reaction was, oh, okay, well, these are books that are like largely unknown, so I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a big deal. Imagine, Mary. Imagine if the Cat in the Hat or Green Eggs and Ham got canceled. Oh my God!
Right?
Wow.
Or One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish.
Yeah. Oh God. Riots in the streets, fires happening. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yeah, you think
so much violence.
Yeah, so much violence, destruction. I was going to say another word that would be inappropriate for this show, so I'm not going to say it. But yeah. I was going to say unconsensual sex, but we're not going to go there.
I kind of figured you were going to go there.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's where my mind goes. Yeah. Look. I mean, basically, what are we learning here? We're learning that cancel culture is a thing, and it doesn't need to be a thing because it is possible to look at something and be like, okay, that's outdated. That doesn't fit well for today. But instead of erasing it, let's just look at it, learn from it, and move on. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, just, yeah. There's no need. I don't get, like, just people are just erasing the history. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
It's not physically possible. It happened.
And Dr. Seuss is not alive to defend himself. So that's another thing. It's like, if he was alive, then okay, let him make the case. And if he wants to cancel his own books, let him do that. That's his own books. But he's been dead for like God knows how many years. So if he's not alive to defend himself and say like why he had those images, then I don't know. Do we have a case? We may not have a case.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, that's our headlines. And if you have a headline that you would like to share with me and Main Squeeze Mary, get at us on Facebook.com/TheAnythingShow or on Instagram @AnythingShowFrancois. Hey, coming up later on the show, I'm going to be speaking with London reporter Omid Scobie about a new book he co-authored on the life of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle called Finding Freedom. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, John Francois here with Main Squeeze Mary on The Anything Show. We like to ask you questions, and we like to hear your responses. It's time for Ask Anything. Alrighty, Mary. So the Ask Anything question for this week. And by the way, I usually post my Ask Anything question on my personal Facebook page. You can follow me on Facebook personally @JohnFrancois, Jon, last name Francois. Name a candy that should never exist. Before I get into the responses, Mary, hit me with your candy that you absolutely hate.
Skittles.
Now, why Skittles? Because that is a very beloved candy.
I just don't like the way they taste, to be real honest. I think they're nasty.
Okay. Well, I think you're nasty because I think Skittles are just delightful, okay?
I mean, you wouldn't be the first to say that.
No, you know what? Honestly, I'm not too crazy about them. I mean, I've eaten them before, but what I hate about Skittles, my pet peeve, is that when you have them in your warm hand for a while, they melt into your hand. Your hand gets all...
Yes.
Yeah, your hand gets all sticky and rainbow colored. It's awful. Yeah. Alrighty.
Nasty.
It is very nasty. Yeah. So we asked you name a candy that should never exist. Going down the line here on Facebook, Carrie says candy corn. Yeah, everybody seems to hate candy corn around Halloween time.
See, I never really minded candy corn. Like, I didn't particularly love it, but I didn't hate it either.
Okay. So mixed signals with Main Squeeze Mary when it comes to candy corn. Emily says orange circus peanuts. So you tasted those. Okay, so those are nasty.
Gross.
Yeah. Jay says mint chocolates. Jennifer says...
Yep, also nasty.
Oh, really? Oh, I like mint chocolate chip Girl Scout cookies. I think those are nice.
I hate mint anything.
Really? So your breath must be stanky wanky, Mary.
No, well, I'll use a mint toothpaste, but not like mixed with chocolate or anything like that. No.
All right. Jennifer says wax lips. What are wax lips? Do you know what wax lips are?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, she says they're nasty, so I'll look out for...
Okay.
So
we'll have to take her word for it then.
Right. Justin says black licorice.
Yuck.
Yeah. Stephanie says licorice. Felicia also says licorice and candy corn. Anne says Peeps. You know those marshmallow candies, those soft, cushy, wishy...
No, I love Peeps.
You know, Mary, I gotta say, I've had a traumatic nightmare with Peeps. I like the radio station that I worked at. There was one day where I had to work and I had no lunch, and the only thing I could find was some Peeps in the radio station kitchen. So I had those, and no, you never want to eat Peeps on an empty stomach. It's just, it's awful.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Peeps. I think they're so yummy.
Oh God. Well, you know what? You can take your yumminess and you can put it in the trash can, Missy.
Wow, that's aggressive.
It is aggressive. That's the kind of guy I am, to be honest with you. Ross says good and plenty. What's good and plenty? Is that like a peanut brand? What is that?
Good and plenty.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Heather says the black and orange wrapped candies usually given out around Halloween.
Black and orange.
Yeah. These are some strange candies that you guys are mentioning.
Haven't heard of those either.
Yeah. I think Johnny is joking. He said meatloaf brittle is a candy that should never exist. I think he's just making up candies.
Ew.
Catherine...
Maybe because Johnny doesn't have a least favorite candy. He's probably a candy addict.
Ooh.
And just to try and win the $100, he's like, let me make up a candy that I don't like.
You know, it's good that you mentioned that, Mary, because I think in the next week or so for our Ask Anything, if whoever randomly answers could win a $100 gift card and an Anything Show shot glass and keychain. So you got to stay tuned and see if you win.
Keep impressing us with your made-up answers.
Exactly. Catherine says she thinks cinnamon candies and Mounds and Almond Joy should not exist. I know. Adam says anything licorice flavor. Angela, my friend Angela says black licorice. Now, Angela, me and Angela were talking last night about how my nickname should be black licorice. What do you think, Mary? Yeah. Because my car. I know. Yeah, because my car is red. She says my car should be called red licorice. So we pull up on we pull up on the block. It's red and black licorice at your service.
Oh my goodness. That is great.
Oh my God. Yeah. Craig says Hershey's squirts with or without almonds. Does he mean kisses?
Hershey's squirts?
Yeah. Squirts sounds kind of dirty.
What are those?
I don't know. I think Craig was high or drunk when he wrote that and decided to. I don't know. Allie says Twizzlers. Twizzlers should not exist.
Really? I love Twizzlers.
You know, you see, Twizzlers to me, they kind of remind me of licorice. They're just like that candy stick that doesn't really have a taste to it. I don't know.
Nah, I like Twiz.
All right. Jesse also says Peeps. Lisa says Circuit Peanuts or Peeps. Tony Black Licorice, Peep, and Marshmallow Cups. Alyssa says Candy Corn. JJ Abazaba. Diane.
Ooh, did anyone write those black jelly beans?
No. I mean, Cassandra said jelly beans in general. Jelly beans should never exist.
See, I like the pink and red ones and green ones.
Yeah.
But I don't like the white ones or the black or brown ones.
Yeah, exactly. It's weird. The jelly beans that reflect the actual skin color of people around the world, they're nasty. But the ones, but the ones that don't reflect the color of people around the world, they're the greatest. You know. So all right. So quickly, Kathleen says Neckos. Mike says Baby Ruth. Jeff says candy apple. You know, I kind of like candy apple because that's with like the caramel apple thing, right? The caramel and the green apple mixture. Yeah. I think so.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Elizabeth says malted milk balls. Zach says that filthy white chocolate gummy bear nightmare from Trader Joe's. Okay. Anthony says jawbreakers. You know, jawbreakers, Mary, I mean, they're like a huge thing you put in your mouth, and it's hard to chew and swallow that comfortably. So, and what? Mary, stop it. We're not talking about penises. We're talking about jawbreakers. My goodness gracious. I'm trying to be clean here, and here you are. Oh, my God, John. Are you talking about penis? No, penis is not a candy. God. If it was, you'd be the first one in line all day, every day at the store, Mary.
Ew.
I know. Penis is disgusting. I've never tasted penis, but I would assume that it's disgusting.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, God. All right. I had some, mucus phlegm come up through my nose, out of my mouth. Anyway. I'm sorry. I think that's all the responses because I think a lot of them are repetitive. Johnny, of course, joking around. He says feces pieces. It should not be a candy. Yeah, okay, Johnny. Yeah, I know. Duty pieces. Yeah. Oh, boy. All righty. Well, you know what? That's our segment, Ask Anything, right here on The Anything Show. Alrighty, if you have, actually, you know what? Remind yourself that I post up an Ask Anything question pretty much every week on my personal Facebook page. Find me on Facebook at John Francois. That's JONFRANCOIS. And you know what? I think maybe in the next week or so, Mary, the Ask Anything question that I put up, whoever randomly answers that question could win a $100 cash gift card and an Anything Show with John Francois shot glass and keychain. How lucky?
Do it. I mean, literally all you have to do is write down an answer.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And win free money. And if you don't win it this time, maybe you'll win it next time.
And you know what? Next time is going to not be until like a month from the time that's going to come up next week. So don't wait. Answer immediately. Alrighty.
I mean, what do you got to lose? It's $100.
Exactly. Think of
who says no to free $100?
Exactly. Especially the past year, people losing money left and right. You could use that $100.
Right?
Oh, my God. All right, so Ask Anything. Stay tuned in the next week or so. You could win that $100 and the shot glass and keychain, courtesy of The Anything Show with John Francois. Hey, stay tuned. Once again, we have my interview with Omid Scobie, the London reporter who co-wrote a book on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. That's coming up in 23 minutes or so right here on The Anything Show. But first, let's get down and dirty with the viral videos of the week. It's Let's Get Viral. I know. All right, Mary. How many hickeys have you had in your lifetime? Just be honest with me.
I don't know. I've sat there and count. Hey. Maybe I've never gotten any. I don't know. Okay. Well, you know what? In case you're going to go hickey crazy in the next week or so, Mary. I mean, probably not, but
go
ahead.
just in case, there's a woman that's gone viral on TikTok. She has told us how you can remove a hickey from your neck because, of course, it doesn't look good in public to have a hickey on your neck. So this woman tells us how to remove a hickey.
A metal whisk from your kitchen, from your bedroom. I don't know where you keep it. Anyways, you're going to take a metal whisk and you're going to whisk your neck like some freaking Sunday morning eggs. Okay? You're going to whisk it. 5 minutes is all it took. I'm not even kidding. Please duet this and try it out for me because... Girl.
Yeah, so literally, Mary, it looks like you take a whisk that you would usually use for cake or eggs or whatever, and then you just rub that whisk, you twist it on your neck, and I guess what that does is it spreads the blood from the hickey all over your neck so that so that
you get a bigger hickey.
I guess. But from what I read, a hickey is a bruise. So the whisk will just spread the blood around so that it kind of blends in with the rest of your neck, and boom, you don't even have a hickey anymore. So.
Well, I just used a whisk this morning.
Ooh.
But to make waffles.
Oh, did your waffles have a hickey?
No.
Yo, oh my God.
They were delicious, though. They had syrup and butter.
Yes. Oh my God. For anybody who is so turned on by their waffles that they're going to give their waffle a hickey, please contact me personally, and I want to speak to you and be friends with you forever. That would be so awesome. All right, Mary, next video. It's a woman sharing how she and her roommate swiped right on the same guy without telling him.
So on this episode of Mini Shit, I got a little story for you children. I live with my best friend, which I would highly recommend doing, and our favorite nighttime activity is swiping through dating apps together. But when I tell you my friend came across this fine-ass man. She said that he was super sweet, offering to bake her bread, so I said, hey, can I match with him too? And she said, sure, why not? When I matched with him, he did a complete 180, became textbook F-boy with me, literally purple devil emoji, like, does that mean I get to get someone our first date? What? He starts copying and pasting the exact same text to me and my best friend, not knowing that we're literally sitting on the same couch. And I go, wow, did you say this to all the girls? And he said, no, babe, just you. Just out of curiosity to see what his personality is really like, we scheduled dates on the exact same day. Different times, but same day. Tell me why he only gave 30 minutes to my best friend when she's the best person I've ever met and she looks like this. Are you kidding me? If we weren't roommates and if she didn't know at the time I was supposed to meet with him, she would have had no idea that she only had 30 minutes with this guy. So if you're trying to pull a fast one over my best friend, you picked the wrong girl. Ghosted.
Men, aren't they just awful, Mary?
I would have taken screenshots, printed them out on really big paper, and then, like, I don't know, displayed them in public or something. Like, that's rough. I would have been petty. Like, I'm never petty, but that's one of the things I would have been petty about.
All right. Well, hey, here's another Men is Awful video right here on the Anything Show.
Yes, I love it.
I know, right? My gender, we're just not getting any good reputation right now. A hotel manager shared a story on TikTok about a woman who asked for the room number that her husband was in because she was sure he was cheating on her.
A woman walks into the hotel and she quickly explains to me that her husband has been cheating on her. She knows that he is currently at my hotel with the woman and she wanted to know what room number he was in. Unfortunately, I could not tell her because of privacy reasons. And rightly so. She could have been lying to me. She could have been the other woman, you know? I don't know. So I checked her into the room right next to the room that her husband was in. The walls were kind of thin.
Oh my God! So yeah, that customer service person, great thing, because it's like you're having that balance of like, hey, there just happens to be a free room next to your husband, so I'm not breaking any rules by giving you a room that happens to be free, and at the same time, girl, I got you. Let's see if that man's cheating on you.
Yes.
Oh, God. Whew. All right.
But at the same time, what if the wife was like a mad woman and she wanted to go there to kill him?
Oh, well, that...
Then what?
What? So wait. Are you saying that, okay, so say if the husband was cheating and the wife ends up killing him, who should we focus the blame on? Should we say, oh my God, the wife just killed a person? Or should we focus on the husband for cheating on the wife that led to the murder in the first place?
I'd focus on the hotel lady who gave her that information.
Oh my God. I forgot about that because the hotel lady, she's complicit. I think she might be arrested.
Yeah, right?
Oh my God. Wow. This is why we should start a murder mystery series, Mary.
Yes.
Lordy Jesus. All right, Starbucks. Somebody tried to troll a Starbucks barista by putting on a weird, almost impossible order and then said their equally weird, impossible name. So pay attention to this. It's a weird, almost impossible order at Starbucks, and then a weird, impossible name to follow along with it.
I have a fancy cup of water, 11 degrees, extra ice, extra water, no foam, with room, flat lid, and upside down for...
Yeah, so what I got from that is a yeah, it was just like it was like a venti, like ice, no foam. It just seemed like a very bland like ice thing. And then the name on the cup literally says ah. And the barista just went along with it like it was just like, oh yeah, here's an order for Karen, you know. I don't know.
I love it.
Alrighty. This is something else you might love. A woman on a flight convinced everyone on the plane to yell a strange word for her friend's wedding. So the woman, Mary, yeah, I know. The woman on this plane, she's like recording like a voice video thing. I think it was like some kind of special video for her friend's wedding, and she wanted the strangers on the plane to join in on her and just shout this word that frankly doesn't make any sense.
When I say 1, 2, 3, you say yeet. Got it? For their wedding? All right, let's yeet. Okay, everyone. When I say 3, say yeet. 1, 2, 3, yeet!
Yeah, do you know what yeet means? Yeet is spelled Y-E-E-T.
Yeet? Oh my God. Seriously?
Oh, you know what the word means?
I mean, it's kind of like, it's more of like a redneck thing to say, I think.
Yeah.
But yeeting is like kind of like another way to say send it.
Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting.
Maybe, like,
I mean,
but it's also like, you might say yeet, yeet. Like,
yeah. Okay.
It's hard to explain,
Well,
but like you just know it in the context.
I'm looking up the definition on Urban Dictionary right now. Yeet means to discard an item at a high velocity. So for example, Alex finishes his soda and proceeds to yeet his empty can into a trash bin. So I don't know if the woman was meaning it in that context. Okay. Well, look, I mean, to be honest, because I'm a guy, the only thing that I got from that video was that woman. She was a blonde bombshell. She was hot as F. So.
Wow, John.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Look, I know. Look, I'm a taken man. I'm happy with my girlfriend, but every time I see a blonde bombshell woman, I almost lose my senses.
That's so mean.
It makes me want to give a Waffle a Hickey, if you know what I mean, Mary.
Wow.
Yes.
What?
Lego my
was that?
I know, Lego my ego, if you know what I mean. So oh boy. All right, maybe this will be our we'll do like 2 more videos and then we got to wrap up. All right, so a teacher revealed a few things his students have said to him this month. So basically the point of this viral video is that students say mean things to teachers. And this is a teacher giving a compilation of mean things that his students have said to him.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I didn't miss you for the weekend. Even though you're taller than my dad, you're not stronger than my dad. Well, you know what they say. Women only like you for your wallets. Right, Mr. Dannebrink? Even though some people hate you, I don't hate you. Mr. Dannebrink, so if you're like an adult, why do you still get like zits? You kind of look like the type of dude who sat bench all of high school.
Yeah. You know, I was never that kind of student. I was always the student that like looked at the mean students and was just like really uncomfortable because I just never liked conflict or teachers yelling at people or whatever. What kind of student were you, Mary? Were you like the troublemaker student?
The complete opposite, actually. Yeah. I was super quiet.
Yeah. You and
I had like 3 friends. Hated public speaking, hated talking in front of the class.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you and I, Mary, we went from quiet people to people talking about waffles and hickeys on the radio.
Yes, how did that happen?
Oh, I don't know. Hey, you know what? They always say it's the quiet people that always have a lot to say. The quiet
I know.
You know, so we clearly have a lot to say, and God damn it, you got no choice but to hear it.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, here's the last one. And this last viral video, Mary, this might relate to you because you and I are similar in that we're cold all the time. They say that this is a trick that might help you fall asleep faster.
So let's talk about people that wear socks to bed. So wearing socks makes your feet warm, and this opens up the blood vessels that cools the body down. The body being cool tells the brain that it's time for bed. So actually, people that wear socks tend to fall asleep faster. Dr. Jess out. Yeah.
So, Mary, do you wear socks to bed?
Sometimes.
Yeah. And if you don't,
not always, but sometimes.
And if you don't, are your feet, do they feel like icicles if you do not wear socks to bed?
No. Well, sometimes they do. I don't know. I don't think that deep into it. I'm just like, some nights I feel like wearing socks, some nights I don't.
There you go. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, my hands and my feet will be cold a lot of the time, but when it comes to me going to bed, like I will strip down to just a shirt and underwear because I know that once like my body goes to sleep, for some reason, like the body heat just comes up. You know, whatever body heat was missing during the day, it just comes up into my hands and feet while I'm sleeping. So, I would never wear socks to bed. That would be murder for my feet. Oh, boy. Let's get viral, y'all. No, beginning of the song. There we go. Alrighty, if you have
How dare they?
I know. How dare this clip that I have control over not play when I want it to play. Alrighty, that's our viral videos of the week. If you have a viral video you want to send us, facebook.com/TheAnythingShow or Instagram, hit us up, Anything Show Francois. That's at Anything Show, FRANCOIS. John Francois here with Main Squeeze Mary on The Anything Show. Coming up in about 10 minutes or so, I'll be speaking with Omid Scobie, the London reporter, who co-wrote a book on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and all the details that we don't know about them. Not too long after they decided to leave their royal duties and become independent people. So that'll be an interesting conversation coming up. But right about now, Mary, let's get some celebrity gossip out of the way. You ready?
Yes.
Alrighty, it's time for celebrity gossip. And let's start with this 53-year-old woman in Florida. Because all the crazy people are from Florida, she's facing charges.
Yeah.
They really are. She's facing charges after she freaked out and shoved her roommate through a tiki bar because they would not stop playing Chick's 1978 disco hit Le Freak over and over on a loop. Now, Mary, you may not recognize the title of the song, but once you hear it, you've probably heard this song before. Yeah, you've heard that one, right?
Yes.
Yep. So imagine that song being on a loop over and over and over again. I mean, I guess it makes you want to kill someone, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, are you a big fan of the Jonas Brothers, Mary?
No.
Okay. Alrighty. So if you love mocking the Jonas Brothers, then join in with Kevin Jonas's own daughters, because even Kevin Jonas's daughters love to make fun of the Jonas Brothers.
That's awesome.
I'm Nick. I'm Joe. I'm Kevin. I'm Kevin. No, I'm Kevin. Kevin. I am Kevin.
Yeah.
I am Kevin.
So they're talking like their brothers are like the Incredible Hulk all at once, even though that's not what they sound like. But I guess the point is that, hey, you may be the daughters of the Jonas Brothers, but that doesn't mean that you can't make fun of your daddy and your uncles. So there you go.
I mean, I would.
Right. Here's a quick one. Snooki from the Jersey Shore. Do you know the Jersey Shore, Mary?
Unfortunately, yes.
So Snooki apparently retired from the Jersey Shore, and now she's back. I mean, did you know?
How? She's like not even 30.
I don't know. I didn't even know that she retired in the first place. Did you?
I mean, I don't keep up with that stuff, so no.
Yeah. You know why, Mary? Because you care about your mental health, and I applaud you for that.
I don't hate my life that much that I need to watch Jersey Shore.
Exactly. The rapper / maybe singer Saweetie, she believes that ranch dressing belongs on spaghetti. I think that's disgusting. I'm not a fan of ranch dressing in general, to be honest with you. I just don't like the creamy texture behind it. But Mary,
I like ranch dressing. I like it. Like to dip stuff in and sometimes on my pizza. I've never had it on my spaghetti though.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't think it would match because I think there's just something about like the sort of like slimy quality of the spaghetti mixed with the creaminess of the ranch. I don't know if that would mix.
True.
Yeah. Hey, the actor Alec Baldwin, been in many movies, TV shows. Maybe you've seen him, Mary, as President Trump on Saturday Night Live. He had... he had another child. I think he had like his 6th or 7th child with his wife, Hilaria Baldwin. And this was like within 6 months after they just already had a child. So people on the social are like, wait, what's going on? What's going on? Did Hilaria cheat? Did Hilaria get a surrogate? What's going on? And Alec is just basically saying, hey, it's none of your damn business. But my thing is,
he's right.
I mean, to a point, but they posted pictures. So I feel like if you're posting pictures of your baby and your celebrity, and you know the timeline of these things, then I feel like you're kind of inviting yourself for people to like troll you and criticize you and ask questions. So I don't know. It's kind of a mixed bag for me. I feel like, you're kind of making it our business by posting pictures.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, Mary. Remember back in the day when our president Bill Clinton, he got like a blowjob and he got in trouble for it?
Yes.
Yeah. So even though this Monica Lewinsky scandal happened over 20 years ago, there's going to be a series based on it called Impeachment: American Crime Story. And they have the cast all ready to go. I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, I feel like the scandal has been well documented, well talked about to death. Would you actually watch this just for the sake of like, oh my God, I want to hear about our president getting a blowjob?
No.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. It's just like, what else do we need to know? I mean, it was over 20 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care.
How about this? Catherine McPhee from American Idol. She used to be on American Idol back in the day. She's 36 years old. She is welcoming her first child with 71-year-old husband, whatever his name is. You know, look, I really try not to judge these couples where it's like the old person and the young person. But, you know, I can't help it, Mary, because I often think, hey, like, is this guy going to live to see his child graduate middle school at least?
Right.
You know, like, I don't know. Be honest, Mary. Like, if you fell in love with a 71-year-old person, like really fell in love, would you take the risk? Now forget about having a baby biologically, because I know, Mary, you're not going to do that ever in your life.
Ever.
But would you at least adopt a child with a 71-year-old guy that you're falling in love with?
I don't know. Maybe if we were married.
Okay, I mean, but say like maybe he's due to die in like 10 years from some special kind of cancer. I mean, would you still
special kind that kills you in 10 years?
Oh yeah, the decade long.
The decade cancer.
Yeah, the decade. Yes.
I mean, smoking cigarettes, but
that could be it. That could be it. You never know. I just worry about the kid. That's all. I want the kid to have both parents in their lives. So, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, you can never know what happens. I mean, even if you're in your 20s, you could die tomorrow.
Okay.
Like, there's no definite, like, oh, just because you're 20 means you're going to live another 60 years.
Okay. So you're telling me, Mary, that this guy will be 125 and see his kids getting married and all that jazz. That's what you're saying.
Well, no, but I mean, he could at least be there for high school. You never know.
Okay. You know what, Mary? For the first time ever, you're actually having an open mind on things. So I applaud you for that.
I try sometimes.
Oh God! Hey, actress Drew Barrymore. Back in 1995, she actually posed nude for Playboy, and director Steven Spielberg, who directed her in E.T. the Extraterrestrial when Drew was like 6 years old. I think he told a story about how he sent her a copy of the nude photos, but with paper doll clothes covering her skin, as a way to say, "Oh my God, you're like my daughter, and I'm seeing like these nude photos. What the heck? Cover yourself up." So I think he was like trying to make Drew feel ashamed of her nude photos. And my thing of it is, you know, she's an adult by 1995, Steven. Just don't look at the photos. So, I don't know. What do you think?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm really confused by the whole thing.
What do you mean?
So she was posing when she was 6 years old?
No. Oh my God. No. Whoa. Okay, no, I'm not doing like a child pornography story here. No. Okay. So Drew Barrymore was directed by Steven Spielberg as a 6-year-old actress in 1982, I'd say, for E.T. Mm-hmm. Years later in 1995, when she was grown up, much more grown up, she posed nude for Playboy.
Gotcha.
Steven Spielberg saw those nudes years later and was just like, oh my God, like, let me put some paper doll clothes covering your skin because, like, you're still that 6-year-old to me that I directed. Like, what the heck is going on? And,
that's funny.
and Drew apologized by sending him pics of herself dressed as a nun. So it looks like it was a joke, but at the same time, it's just like, you know what, Steven, you could just not look at the photos and just acknowledge the fact that when people are grown up, they're going to make their own decisions, and that's that. You know what I mean?
I mean, they're not kids forever.
Exactly. And lastly, Chrissy Teigen, the wife of John Legend, and also I think like a model and actress in her own rights, she begged President Joe Biden to follow her on Twitter. Then realized she had made a mistake because she didn't feel she could be herself with him watching. So now she's asking Joe Biden to unfollow her. And my thing is that, oh yeah, because with the pandemic, with racism, with unemployment, the first thing that Joe Biden is always concerned about is, oh my God, what is Chrissy Teigen doing on Twitter?
Literally.
Oh my God. That is crazy. Alrighty, well, that's our celebrity gossip right here on The Anything Show. Where's my music? Oh, there's my music. Here we go. Oh, yes. If you have a piece of celebrity gossip, let us know on Facebook.com/The Anything Show. You can also send your celebrity gossip piece to us on Instagram at Anything Show Francois. That's Anything Show FRANCOIS. Alrighty, if you're just joining us, John Francois here with Main Squeeze Mary. I'm here at the studios in Burlington, Vermont. Main Squeeze Mary is where? Are you at your family's home in Burke, Vermont, I assume?
My apartment.
Oh, your apartment in Newport, Vermont. You see me and Mary. We're gonna go out with my girlfriend Tony and her friends Donald and what's your other friend's name?
Nick.
Nick. Okay, Donald and Nick. We're gonna go out afterwards. We're gonna do bowling and dinner. It's gonna be so much fun.
It's gonna be great.
I know. Yes, people listening, me and Mary are actually friends. We don't just do the show and not interact at all with each other off the air. Come on.
We actually are friends in real life.
This is not fake. We actually like each other, for God's sake.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised why he likes me, but...
Yeah, right? Well, stop it, Mary, stop it. You know that we come from the same crazy, quirky sense of mind, so it was a match...
I know, we're both terrible.
Exactly. It was a match made in heaven.
It's great.
Alrighty. Well, you know what? I'm going to be talking to Omid Scobie right about now about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. He co-wrote a book called Finding Freedom about details that we don't know about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Just as they split from the royal family. And with that, Mary, as always, it's been a pleasure, and I will see you for dinner and bowling tonight.
All right, I bid you adieu.
All righty, take care.
All right. Hey, it's John Francois here on The Anything Show. I'm here with Omid Scobie, a London-based writer, royal editor for Harper's Bazaar, and ABC News contributor, Good Morning America regular, and host of ABC's popular royal podcast, The Hair Pod. Scobie has become an authoritative voice on the lives and that's a word I can't do. But, philanthropy endeavors of the royal family's younger members and maintains strong access to the Sussex's working world. He is the co-author of the new book that digs into Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's life together. It is called Finding Freedom. Omid, thank you so much for being on The Anything Show.
Thanks, John, and thanks for the very positive intro. I think you ticked all the boxes there.
I guess so. All right. Well, for those who are not too familiar about the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stuff, let's start with the basics. Because, some may perceive the British royal family lifestyle and duties to be lavish, carefree, happiness. So how about you tell us, Omid, why did Prince Harry and Meghan Markle decide to step away from that, and also what were their duties in the first place?
Yeah, it's not the luxurious life behind palace walls that one may think it is. It is a life of duty and service to the crown. And that's really how the Queen sort of lives her life. Duty will always come first, family second. It's why she's been such a constant character here in the UK throughout all of the sort of difficulties that the country's faced over the years. For Harry and Meghan, their journey as working members of the royal family was faced with so many different issues. I think for starters, Harry doesn't have this predetermined role in the royal family like his brother does, who will one day become king. Harry, the papers here used to call him the spare heir. And for him, it took him a while to find his identity and his purpose. As you might know, he sort of really found himself in the military community and has continued to work with veterans ever since. I think with Meghan, he met someone that challenged him and met him on the same levels as him when it came to wanting to do better in the world and bring good to the world. And what they really struggled with within the institution of the monarchy was that hierarchy is everything. When you're sixth in line to the throne, you don't get top billing. So how does that then work when they become arguably the most popular members of the royal family overseas? I would say not so much in the UK. It became an issue for them. And they found themselves often having to remain silent as the British press continued to attack them and write negative things about them. They even came across people within the palace itself leaking negative and private stories about them to the British tabloids. And they felt very unprotected and undefended within the institution, because no matter how unhappy they got within those roles, no one ever wanted to help them. And that's something that we really go into in the book. And I'm sure we're going to hear a lot more from when they sit down with Oprah on Sunday.
Yeah. And we're recording this on Friday, March 5th. The Oprah CBS primetime special with Harry and Meghan will be the following Sunday, March 7th. Oprah is actually, if I'm not mistaken, I believe she's neighbors with Harry and Meghan. And I remember her saying on CBS this morning that Meghan has been treated unfairly by the press. I also hear that she's teaming up with Prince Harry on a mental health series for Apple. With this interview, Omid, do you think Oprah is intending to present the couple in a positive light? Is there some bias there?
I think what Oprah has to her advantage is the fact that she already knows their backstory. She's obviously been there along the way throughout some of their difficult moments. She's helped them at times. When they arrived in the US, it was apparently Oprah that had helped introduce them to the owner of a home out in LA. And so she's really played a big role in their lives, especially as they struggle to find their place within the royal family. And so I think she's the best person really to be asking the questions, because she knows what to ask. She knows what to get to because she knows the stories. And so whilst I do think, of course, it's impossible that she's not sympathetic towards a couple, I don't think that matters, because ultimately we've heard all other sides of the story up until this point. The British papers keep the narrative from the royal side going on a daily basis. But this is a couple of hours for Harry and Meghan to share their truth for the very first time. And that hasn't happened in a while. The last time they sat down in front of a camera for an interview was 2017 when they got engaged. And if you think how much has happened since then, they have a lot to say.
Mm-hmm. I'm really dying to get into this book that you co-wrote. And I'm sorry, the author that you co-wrote this, I think it's Carolyn. What's her last name?
Durand.
Yes. And I wonder if you can give us just one misconception about Harry and Meghan and one truth that we probably don't know that is revealed in the book, just as sort of a tease.
Sure. I think in terms of misconception, there are a lot, especially if you're following the coverage in the British tabloids over here. If you read the press in the UK, they come across as very spoilt and entitled and quite selfish. And, that was really one of the things I wanted to break down in the book, was to actually get to know who the couple were through speaking to those closest to them, whether it's family members, aides and staff members that work around them and close friends. And, we were able to really rehumanize them again. The tabloids here had kind of turned them into weird caricatures of themselves. And for a couple that were unable to speak themselves, because of course the palace lives by this never complain, never explain mantra, the British stiff upper lip, if you will, the book gave us a chance to really show a different side of the couple. And, that's what I'm excited about the Oprah special for, because I think it takes that to an even greater level. They're able to share some of these experiences with their own words. And, despite what we've seen here in the British press with some fight back from those within the palace, nothing's going to stop them from telling their truth.
I was actually just a moment ago, before we got to talk, Omid, I was reading an article on the Hollywood Reporter about sort of the double standard between the royal family's investigation into Meghan Markle supposedly bullying her staff, and how the same attention hasn't been paid to the sexual allegations against Prince Andrew. And I was wondering if you had any comment on that.
Yeah, it's been really interesting to see just how much energy has gone into exposing alleged bullying that took place when Meghan was a working member of the royal family. She had supposedly bullied a number of members of staff. And, when you actually read the stories themselves, they do not contain any actual examples of bullying. But I also understand that if anyone accuses anyone of bullying in a workplace, it needs to be looked into. And Buckingham Palace announced this week, quite surprisingly, that they would be carrying out a full internal investigation into the claims. But you have to really look into the timing of all of this. This is days away from the moment that Harry and Meghan are going to share their side of the story with the world. And, is this a case of the palace being scared of what it is they have to say? Is this an attempt to drown out their voices? And I think where the hypocrisy lies is, when we look at Prince Andrew's allegations and his connections with Jeffrey Epstein, the palace said nothing. It was absolutely no comment for pretty much the entire time until he stepped away from his working role. And when Harry and Meghan made complaints within the palace about staff members leaking private details to the British papers, again, no one ever looked into that. So it's a bit of an uneven playing field here, and kind of reminds me of the classic Oppo dump that you get in the final stretch of a presidential election, where you sort of raid the file and throw everything and the kitchen sink at your opponent in the hopes that something will stick.
Omid Scobie, co-author of the new book that digs into Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the misconceptions, maybe also the truths that we don't know about them. It's called Finding Freedom. And Omid, how can we find that?
It's in all good bookstores. There's also an audio book for the lazier reader out there. I voice it, so it was something that I really enjoyed doing. It was a book that was in the works for a long time. We started this book as really, essentially, it was just going to be the love story of Harry and Meghan and the journey they wanted to take as working members of the royal family. I never expected that we would be really following the start, middle, and end of their time as royals. And, now we're entering a really exciting chapter. And I think the book really gives a great backstory to that.
All righty. Well, Omid Scobie, co-author of the new book, Finding Freedom, on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Omid, I really appreciate you being on the Anything Show.
Thanks so much, John.
Listen to The Anything Show with John Francois on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get podcasts. How does John know how to set up podcasts? Is he that? No, he can't be that smart. Follow on Facebook at The Anything Show and on Instagram at Anything Show Francois. Did you get all that?